Explains a lot, Bill.
Please put a sound effect into that. Because I've made a great face. And a little noise with my mouth.
Do you know what I contributed to that? Just a brain fart. That's what
Sneezes are brain fart.
I couldn't remember when we do this just then. It was like if they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the point?
You know what? You don't just.
What's the point?
Just go watch a deer on the internet.
What's the freaking point?
It doesn't matter, man.
Welcome to Good Mythical More.
Do you think we should have a webcam here, live all the time?
Now, for a long time, Mythical Beast, you'll remember that first of all, we did a weekly live show on Ustream.tv, the Rhett and Linkcast Live. We did it for like 18 months every Thursday night. That was live. I mean, but it wasn't a webcam. But then on Fridays, we did this thing called Office Hours where we would just turn the webcam on while we were working. And
I regret those days.
don't say, the people who were there loved it. I mean, it's just, I think you have to explain why you said that.
No,
because people are going to be upset.
No, I regret, and I'm just saying, I felt like my privacy was invaded.
Is that it? Okay, you can be honest.
No,
here.
actually, I
didn't like it
I think it was
because-
a pretty good idea, but I just don't like feeling like I'm being watched.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, and it was when we're very focused when we're working on stuff, and we're not really entertaining constantly. But we felt the need to be entertaining and to interact with the chat room, and we didn't get as much work done. But we wrote songs, and
it's
actually you guys contributed lyrics to songs.
It's just like when your teacher is being observed.
So it's fun, but
and they start acting different,
Yeah.
And your teacher's like, "Why is my teacher not using any contractions today?" And calling us all by our full names. So it's because the observer is there.
Right.
And your teacher's not being the
lots
loser
of
that they normally are.
Lots of creative visual aids.
And you feel like
that she doesn't normally
man,
have.
she's never this good. She's never this good, but all of a sudden she's amazing because the observer's here. That's what it felt like to be in office hours with people watching. I felt like I had to be better than I actually am.
Or that we were in a zoo. And I think that instinct's not a bad thing for you, though.
To feel like I'm in a zoo?
No.
To be better than I actually am?
Yes.
Oh.
That was low below.
Yeah, it was.
But I think you can. I'm sure you can still find some of those office hours out there if you get really bored.
Please don't look.
But let's bore ourselves with other people's webcams. Eddie, where do you want to take us?
Let's look at the Roach Cam.
Okay. University of South Carolina Roach Cam has Madagascar hissing roaches.
Now,
you
is
cannot
this
hear them
just like
hissing.
in the basement of a dorm?
This is in a lab.
Oh, that ruins it. I like to just think it's like somebody's mini fridge.
Well, no, it doesn't ruin it for me. It's like
Here's the lab.
It's like we're participating in a
man
study.
In the lab.
A South Carolinian.
And then go to the close up of the roaches, bro.
I would like to be able to inhabit that man's body right now and go get some barbecue. That's what I would do. That's really the only thing I'm thinking about right now. These roaches are totally secondary.
Get barbecue!
I want to inhabit that man's body and go get some master-based barbecue.
This is one of the very first animal webcams on the internet.
Really?
Yeah, started way back in December of 1993.
The roaches are still alive.
1993.
The suckers will never die. They'll be the last ones here.
What were you guys up to in 1993?
1993.
We weren't born yet.
Okay.
I was getting ready for a second year of high school.
We were.
Oh
yeah,
man, I was cool. I had a
freshman in high school.
I remember going that fall. I remember going to the pre-year sports banquet, people who were going to be. I don't even remember what it was.
Didn't go to that.
I just remember I had some khakis and I had a braided belt and I had my polo shirt tucked into my khaki shorts.
Woo.
I had very tan legs from the summers, tan skinny legs.
Let's not dwell on your legs.
And they were so tan and so skinny and so hairy, and because I had been through puberty by that point. And then I had Docksiders, leather shoes with no socks.
This is a very detailed
And
account.
I was like, I look good. Sophomore year, back in action. Nothing happened that year worth speaking of.
No action.
No action.
Next cam, Eddie.
Sorry.
What do you want for us?
Hey, how would you like to watch some grass grow?
I've heard about this one.
Started back in 2005. I'm reading about it. You've heard about it. I'm reading about it.
This one was in the news.
Mr. Grass has been mowing his grass for over 10 years. Kill that Rocky music. That's going to get us dinged.
It's a MIDI version. It's fine.
MIDI version.
MIDI version.
That's on his website. And then if you move your scroller around, Oh, it turns into a push lawnmower. You can mow the grass.
The grass is not changing, though, because you can also mow the driveway or the street or anywhere else on the screen that you want to mow.
But he's got some...
Don't mow those rocks, man.
Pictures
That's a
of
freaking projectile waiting to
his
happen.
lawn. Look, it's Hulk.
So what he does is, you can bless you. Was that a fart? It stinks.
Yeah, farted all over my arm.
It smells horrible.
Gosh.
So this man takes a lot of pride in
I
his
respect
webcam.
this guy.
He's exported stills, and you can scroll through those. Oh, there's the guy
Got a
coming.
big lawnmower, or else he's really small. Go back up. Look how big that lawnmower is. This is photoshopped, man. This is not a
No,
real.
it's an optical illusion. Mr. Grass with the Toro lawnmower. He like puts the name of the lawnmower.
Well, hopefully he's sponsored.
Like anyone cares.
Toro
I care.
cares.
Sorry, Mr. Green, Mr. Grass, Mr. whatever your name is.
So
when he mows his grass, he waves.
Here's what I like about this.
At his webcam that only he is watching.
When you do something like this, when you make a decision, this is why I like this. When you make a decision to put up a webcam in your front yard, it adds a sense of expectation, which adds a sense of interest to your life. Like, you scroll through these pictures and it's like, would you ever have the idea to put Hulk in a convertible in your front yard if you didn't have a webcam?
No.
Would you ever have the idea to set up the little picture where it looks like your kids are two little ducks mowing the lawn behind you? No, you would never do that because your kids would be like, Daddy, why are we doing this? We're doing it for the webcam, kids. And as soon as you let the kids know that this is for the webcam, it enhances their life.
And
this is a good dad.
So when those kids grow up and they trace all their problems back to their dad's obsession with a webcam, it's like, why do you
Who
act
cares
this way?
what kind of problems they have? If they had an interesting life.
Why are you so anxious all the time? Why do you feel like you're being watched all the time, especially when you're in front yards?
Would you rather be
The therapist asks.
Would you rather be completely mentally healthy or have an interesting life? Seriously, serious question. Would you rather just be bored all the time but be completely sane?
But isn't there a third option that's, or have a webcam in your front yard?
I'm just saying that the webcam makes life interesting, and it doesn't matter what happens to your family.
Another webcam. iPet companion. Okay, so this is like
I don't regret anything that I just
a
said.
corporate.
I don't care what you say in the comments.
A corporate.
This is great. They
Shelter.
set up these webcams at different rescue facilities across the country.
Let's go to one in. Is there one in LA that we could?
Can you adopt a pet by
You
clicking on
wanna
it?
go to LA, huh?
Because they should add that feature.
I'm just saying I wanna see one
Appears
that's
that they don't have any. Hold on. There we go.
Long Beach.
Let's go to Long Beach.
okay.
Or we could take a trip down there. Or
So
we can
they
just
provide
do it right now.
the camera and stuff, and then you can control it remotely and play with the little adopted kitties.
They're not adopted, Eddie. That's the point.
Well, they should need to be adopted.
Yeah, they should need to.
Sinead will do it. Sinead will do it. Don't worry. As soon as Sinead sees this feed,
Long Beach one's out.
she'll adopt all of them.
Just
We're going
take
to
us
Monterey.
anywhere that works.
Sinead O'Connor's gotten into a little trouble recently.
It's hard to make these things work. All these cats.
She
are
needs a
adopted.
webcam.
I see there's a chat on the side. What do I press to control the child? LOL.
You think you're funny.
The
Oh,
kitties like
silly
me,
kitties.
more easy. What? There's no kitties.
They've been all adopted. Problem solved.
This makes me feel so great. Look, there's no kittens needing adoption, or kids.
Is that it?
It's not moving.
Eddie, were you adopted?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, it's fine if you were. I was just.
Wow, that's a loaded question. Why are you just going to ask somebody that, man? I mean, it
I
doesn't
said I
matter,
think
of
so.
course, but
I took a risk. Because it.
you just don't ask that question to people.
Well, this one's not working very well.
I am curious. Is it a question that you shouldn't ask?
You should you should never ask that. Especially if it's one of those situations where the kid's obviously adopted.
But what if it's like a web show?
Like if the kid is a different race, you're like, "Are you adopted?" You never do that. That's
do you mean
always a bad idea.
But I don't know if. I don't know what Eddie's parents' race is. That's not part of the equation.
I know, but by asking him, it's like asking him that.
Oh,
It's asking him a personal detail that he may not want to share.
right. Sorry, Eddie.
Didn't you watch the Olympics, man? All that stuff with Simone? You can't be talking about people's parents, man.
I didn't watch that.
Because
Clearly.
adopted parents are parents. Put that on a bumper sticker.
Well, I believe all of that. To me, it was.
I'm just curious.
All I'm saying is, if you're adopted or if you're not, it's like.
You just want to know.
I think I don't appreciate the sensitivities associated with adoption, and I should, and that's my problem.
There's no sensitivities.
But yeah, for me,
just
it was
personal.
just like.
I mean, you don't need to assume that there's. I'm just trying to make it more awkward for you than it actually was.
I really want to know because in my mind, when you ask someone, "Are you adopted?" It's just like, "Are you left-handed?"
But what context is that? When is that you ever need to know that?
But that's because I'm not.
When do you ever need to know that?
I'm not sensitive to it, and maybe I should need to have enhanced sensitivity to adoption.
What I'm saying is the only time that it would be appropriate to ask that is when it would be inappropriate to ask that. Like if you saw somebody with their parents and you're like, you guys don't, are you adopted? You know what I'm saying? Like
there's never a good time.
There's never a good time.
Right.
The only opportunity where it makes sense is the time that it's most inappropriate. It's like something that should never happen. It's like staring into the sun.
It's not like shooting the breeze.
No, you don't ask people
if they're adopted. Just to make conversation.
Never. Don't do it again, Link. You did it now. Eddie forgave you. Oh, look, there's a cat.
I think that's why I instinctively knew it was funny to ask Eddie. Because I know he's not adopted.
That woman just stroked that cat's
I do want to
tail.
apologize
Like
to
it was a
anyone who
candy
has
cane.
sensitivities associated with adoption. I have some things
I
to
just
learn.
want to point out that
I'm sorry.
woman stroked that cat's tail like this, and it's been standing up ever since. Go back. She just went like this, and the cat's tail has been standing up like a candy cane ever since. Can you do that? Is that a trick you can do with cats?
That's how you
Maybe I need
determine
one.
if you should adopt a cat. if the tail stays up,
if the tail stays up,
take it home.
Take it home.
If the tail goes down,
Walk out slowly.
drop it down.